and welcome to Season 3 of Melbourne 22. I'm Aaron McCarthy and this is Anna Burgess.
Tonight we look into what's jeopardising our live music culture.
We get the shortest history lesson ever.
And dig deeper into responsible pet ownership.
All that and more coming right up on Melbourne 22.
Well, it's great to be back. I'm super excited. Aaron, are you excited to be back here with me? Awkward.
Yeah. No, I am. I'm really excited to be back. And we've got a new crew. All of these people that you guys can't see right now standing behind everything and the cameras and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All new. Don't know any names.
What did you get up to on the break?
Oh, geez, all sorts, man. Oh, if I could just reel off everything I got up on it. Not much, really.
Not much?
Nah.
But you got a girlfriend?
Jeez,
got a
let's
girlfriend?
just bring out the big guns
Got straight
up.
in there? Yeah.
This airs in like a couple of weeks. Who knows what's going to happen in that time? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I have. And it's all going very well. And you're still single, so which is...
Okay.
Well, anyway, this season, you, the viewer, will be seeing lots of changes here on Melbourne 22. Anna may get a boyfriend, single and looking. To find out what these changes are, simply keep watching.
Now, to kick off tonight's episode, I'm going to join, what's that dating online service? Just kidding.
Bit of RSVP.
We dive straight into the Melbourne live music scene. Now, everyone knows Melbourne's the music capital of Australia, but is its late night laneway culture in jeopardy?
To find out more, we visited a few iconic rock and roll venues. Let's take a look.
Melbourne is the heart of live music in Australia.
I think we're very lucky because we're in AC/DC lane, and I think it's really important that rather than tourists just taking a photograph of a street sign, they can visit a business which is really bringing the concept of AC/DC to life. You know, young bands playing on a stage, trying to make it to the top. So that's really helpful.
It has got history. It's got ghosts. It's been a nightclub, now band-in. It's been a theatre, it's been a cinema, it's been a recital centre for a religious group. It's been used for over 100 odd years by the Melbourne public.
Well, the music industry contributes about $1 billion to the Victorian economy.
We have millions of people walk past the front of the building every single day and would not know what's behind those walls.
The biggest issue and the biggest threat to music in Australia is urban development around existing live music venues, and time again we're seeing existing venues being shut down because new neighbours are complaining and the law doesn't support the venue, which is really unfair. The people who need the most support are the artists themselves, and these days people aren't really buying physical CDs as much anymore, so it's harder for the bands to make money, but you know, they sell their merch and they play, so come and see live bands.
The other most important thing, people, whether it's Facebook or merely going to a demonstration, is to support Slam. Slam is very important in recent times to the ongoing success of the Melbourne industry.
Music is absolutely vital. It's, you know, in a city like Melbourne, it's not wallpaper. It's actually it's the skeleton. It's the most important thing. And if you go to the great world-class cities in the world, like Madrid in Spain, music just comes out of the walls of places, out of venues. Music just fills the street, and that's where you feel the energy of a world-class city. Creating, even if you've got amazing music, I don't think it should be hidden behind a soundproof door.
Support live music, go and see it. Simple.
certainly has a lot of passionate characters with its music culture. Now, here today to discuss further, we're joined by Tanya Gleeson from The Push. Tanya, hey.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming along.
No worries.
So, can you explain what The Push is and what your role involves?
So The Push is a non-profit music organisation, mainly for the youth. They inspire and encourage young people to create. Yeah. So I have been a part of The Push for 3 years. So I started off working at Pushover, which is the festival, which is 21 this year, which is pretty cool. I've worked the past 3 pushovers. And then last year I joined the Youth Advisory Committee, which is 12 people, which is, pretty cool to be a part of. Like, it's a good opportunity. We're all like 18 to 25 and, we meet with the artist director once a month.
With the live music scene, what do you think is the biggest threat these days?
Definitely the closing of the venues. As I said before, like, it's, people joining around and, having an issue.
What do you think is causing the closing of the venues, though? Do you think it's all this new technology that we've got these days that's coming in, that's taken over?
Yeah, I reckon that's a definite impact. But I know a lot of people who, still do go out and see live music, but then I know a lot of people who don't, because it just, it's become so easy, like, to just, see it from home and all that kind of thing. But I definitely encourage people to definitely go out to see shows.
Tanya, I've got an idea, right? See, I figure that if because everyone goes to the football, like, guaranteed, once a week. If we make it mandatory that if you do not go and see live music, theatre or something artistic once a week, you don't get to go to the football, do you think that could work?
I agree. Like, yeah,
do your chores so you won't get your
idea.
Sort of
yeah, right.
Like, the good thing, like, the thing about football is everyone's, there's 2 different teams, but at music, everyone's on the one team.
Yeah.
So, it's just... Yeah.
Now, Tanya, what do you think as a community we can do to support music?
Go to shows, definitely. Like, encourage bands, go buy their merch, buy their CD, check them out, give them some time, support everyone, like, and hopefully.
One of the biggest topics that was raised in the package just before was Slam. Can you tell us a little bit about Slam? What's that?
Yeah, so Slam is Save Live Australia Music, and so I was actually a part of the census, Victorian census. So we did, we pretty much tallied all the shows that happened last year, and then we, how many people were attending and all that kind of thing, and it was a whopping amount. Like, it was huge. Like, people totally underestimate it, and something like Slam really supports it. So everyone should support Slam if you're down for live music or just music in general. Like, it's just so important.
Right. What would be your advice for young up-and-coming musicians?
I reckon just get out there, play as many shows as possible. Like, with my volunteering experience, it's all been like through the Push and Freezer and stuff. So, like, play Freezer shows, like, network, talk to people, and you can't go wrong, really.
Beauty. Done.
Thank you so much for coming in, Tanya.
Thanks for having me.
Anna, have you ever heard of the Fariot?
No, what is that?
Well, we're about to find out.
I'm David, and I've done this for about 7 years. There were a couple of new bikes because the geometry was important, and then lots of bikes that just came off the side of the road. And other things have just come from the side of the road, literally. I lost myself in the process. I didn't really count the hours. The music's a very big part of it. It just engages people. People just stop, they clap. I've worked out what music people like. They like retro 80s or 70s disco type music. You put on the Bee Gees and you're there. I was riding to work one day on the Fariot, and this lady calls out, she goes, "You're on fire." And I said, "Oh, well, thanks." And then she said, no, you are on fire. Mostly it's for fun. It's just to meet people, make them smile, and there's no other agenda. People always say, what? No, come on, what are you really doing it for? And there's no agenda, it's just to have fun.
Coming up after the break, we speak with Julie from the Melbourne Pet Ambulance.